Okay, Zakira, when you were talking about consistency, I love one thing you said. Okay, and you said when you go to the grocery store and you see the wine aisle, and I know people say bread, and yeah, you got some bread, but I haven't even thought about the wine aisle.
Yeah.
There's a lot of wine on that wine aisle. There's a lot of Merlot, there's a lot of Cabernet, there's a lot of Pinot Grigio. It's all there.
Yeah.
So, if you're walking down that aisle and you really think about it, what is, the one thing you're going to be drawn by is it's all branding.
Yep.
At that point,
packaging.
what the package, that the label, is it a twist cork or is it like a real cork? I guess a twisty is not even a cork. It's not a twist cork. It's just a twist top or a cork. And there's all these different things, which kind of segues into branding and how important branding is, because we know you can taste some of this expensive wine and it doesn't taste that great.
It doesn't taste good, yeah.
But the branding is on point. So what would you say about branding in the hair industry and how important it is to really focus on your brand?
So branding, I think, it's 100% important. That's what people, well, not the first thing they see, but that's the first thing that they get for their experience. So the first time they experience your actual product is going to be the branding. The very first thing they experience is going to be your website or your social media. But once they receive their package in the mail, your branding is going to be what sets you apart from just a regular USPS package that just has the hair stuffed in there with no card, no silk bag, no tag that has your logo on there. So back to the wine, I'm a wino. I love drinking wine. So when I go into the grocery store, I get overwhelmed sometimes with all the different wine, but I'm looking at the branding. And then from the branding, then I look at the back to see, okay, well, what's in here? So your branding for your hair company is going to be 1,000% important because you want people to enjoy the experience. I know when Private Label first got the silk bags, everyone was so excited because they had never really experienced silk bags with hair. So silk bags, whether that's tags or people are doing the wrap bundles, but you want to make sure the experience is well. I recommend, silk bags, but then I also recommend putting a note card in there that is special to your client that says, thank you for your order. Like, tag us on Instagram. We'd love to promote you on our page. Here's 10% off for your next order, something like that. That's the experience that people want. So that's what's going to set you apart from other companies as well.
I love it. So, the branding portion is really important, and you have to just be really careful because not everyone has a big budget to get like everything. Because, you can go to private label branding to get everything for branding. Small little plug there, but, you guys already know about private label branding. But I'm just saying, it's expensive to get the bags, the tags, the this, the that, the edge control labels, now the lace glue labels and all this stuff. So you kind of have to start off small, be creative. And I think even in the beginning, one thing I love to say is do like handwritten cards, like a handwritten thank you card for your first, like say you're going to do it for your first 20 orders, something like that. Yeah, it might take 2 minutes to write it, but these are special orders. I remember the first order I got on e-commerce was back in 2006, and I was in my basement jumping up like a 8-year-old girl screaming and, oh my God, I got my first order. Like, it's special. Yeah. It's very special. So you want to treat those first kind of the founding members of your website, very special. So I think it's important.
That brings me to a point. I don't know if you remember, but back when it was Luxury Hair Direct, didn't we do the USB drives and weren't there like videos on there? Thank you videos? Okay, yeah. So that's something else that gets a little bit more expensive, but it's what sets you apart. Like if I received a USB in my order and watched it and it was literally the person telling me how much they appreciated my order, that is an experience.
Yeah, I don't think, I might have to bring that back. Everyone's going to be like, wait a second, what is this exactly? So basically what we did is we would record a video. So say Zakira ordered from the website, maybe record a video like, hey, Zakira, I just want to thank you so much for your order with us, blah, 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 and just kind of go into a little bit and then put it on a little USB drive. You can get USB drives really cheap. And I remember the first USB drives we ordered from someone overseas in China. They never shipped it, and I got scammed. Okay. That's why people like working with us. They know you're not going to get scammed, everything we do. But then we eventually got some and we'd send in the orders. But that was back in like 2014. That's the OG marketing right there. And hey, look at it. It worked. So so that's perfect. So I love thinking about that for branding. And I really, in the masterclass, want to talk to everybody often about, what is your branding? How is it improving?
Yep.
You think about private label, and I'll make sure on Find I posted somewhere like where we started with the private label logo.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of the evolution. I built it in Canva in 30 seconds. And then I spent like over $1,000 on the logo design. Then we took that logo design and we got rid of the extensions because we do cosmetics and other stuff now, which is going very well. And kind of tweak that logo. So it's this kind of design. And it's okay to tweak your design logo a little bit. If you look at Nike and all these other people, well, Nike always had the swoosh, but like Starbucks and, a lot of these big companies, they've changed their logo. It's kind of Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's an easy one right there, Instagram. So,
and Facebook too.
Yeah.
Twitter.
So, that's something I want you guys to think about here in the masterclass is consistently think about branding and how you can be very unique with what you're doing.